Oh no, Vic has his voice.
This delay brought to you by Sarah.
Yeah.
God, such a creep voice.
Creep voice.
Alright, so welcome to
Yeah.
6, 8, 10. Session 4?
Session 3.
Session 3? This is session 3 only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Session 3 of Oracle Accelerated Genocide, where we will attempt to either live up to our names or live up to the name of the campaign or prevent it. When last we left our heroes, they had successfully wooed over the exiled patron of Guile. They managed to best his tests, both physical and mental, and proved themselves worthy of an audience. And upon appealing to his appealing mostly to the high road of being helpful to those even that shunned you, they managed to convince him to join the fray against the Mugenso, or the Mugensenzo. However, last session also, I believe, justice had been taken by the Hichasu, captured and brought back into the remnants of Shimori village. For what nefarious plots, we have no idea. You spoke with Dead and interrogated one of the succubi, and she gave you much information, though we are uncertain as to how truthful it might have been. She said that that justice would last only 3 days under the care of the House of Desire, and then would thus succumb to whatever machinations they had previously plotted. Did you learn anything significant? Is there anything I'm missing out that you had learned previously?
Let me see.
Hano has managed to rope in angels, apparently.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, there was that big reveal. There are angels from varying domains,
Ashiel specifically.
led by Lahashiel.
Yeah.
A significant angel of Ayun, one of the highest of angels of Ayun. And together with her legion of his legion of traitor angels, they basically saved the day for Hano and his troops, allowing a stalemate of sorts, but leaning towards the side of the Mugenso, given that justice had been captured. But you replaced one captured one with one exile, and managed to retain the power balance in some way, though perhaps not for long. Anything else? Did I miss?
No, that's it.
There was a corrupted eldritch unicorn.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The night was young. When the eldritch unicorn. So today we begin only. We begin 3 days after those events. You have it has been reasonably quiet, and by reasonably I mean sporadic attacks on the wall, nothing too big of a push, just sort of pressure being applied to your defenses.
How many days?
3 days.
Isn't that how long they said justice would last?
That's true. You have been somewhat impatient to get going, but Guile has assured the council of Archfey and leaders and of everyone that she has something planned, right? And so
Kishi.
as you probably know, the Archfey manifest certain personalities, but aren't necessarily restricted to gender. So they may appear sometimes as male, sometimes as female, as the mood arises. Though they typically engender a certain mindset, such as protection being predominantly male. You have spent these past 3 days on rotation on the wall as well, helping with the defenses. You've had some downtime to yourselves, which I've discussed with each of you, except for Javi. Javi.
Eating.
Yeah, of course. The Yakayo twins have been eating their hearts out of everything, the remnants of everything that's been on the wall. Really, anything that once moved can be eaten. Except for perhaps constructs.
No, we tried to eat those too.
Indeed. Your nativeness to the Fey wilds has sort of manifested in those tattoos of creating new tattoos of things that we have eaten before in previous times. And one of the greater Fey, not the Archfey, but one of the greater Fey has expressed sort of interest in those tattoos and how they manifest, and offered to help you capitalize greater on them if you so desire.
I asked my brother for a translation.
What does that mean?
He says,
Capitalize?
your brother says, oh, allow me, and he turns up and goes, what? So he dumps it down. He says, I can make your tattoos work for something. What this Archfey does in particular is he selects one of your more interesting tattoos. One of an Ifrit that you had eaten, Ifriti, that you had eaten some time ago. Ifriti, as you know, are native to the plane of fire. They are basically humanoid elementals. They are not like on fire always. They're just humanoids that have. They are the parentage of Genasi, of fire Genasi. So if you are a fire Genasi, one of your parents must have been an Ifrit.
I look at my brother and say, is that the one that tastes like charcoal?
I didn't like that one. It's a little too spicy.
Tastes like what?
Charcoal.
And then from Odaya, he selects the bullet. A particular known mostly as land sharks. They are these humongous creatures that burrow underground and are known for their massive metal plate armor. And with these, he sort of extracts the essences from them and places them focused into items that, for your use. You gain Flame Tongue Longsword, Flame Tongue Greatsword, and Odaya will benefit from a ring of protection.
Can I get water from this?
Oh, sure.
You want me to accompany?
Sure.
I don't know where to get you.
There are cups already here. Just bring up the picture.
Maybe a pillow. I'll try and work my back today.
What did he get? A long sword of fire?
Greatsword. Flame Tongue Greatsword.
Flame Tongue Greatsword. Wow, we are mostly fire-based.
Indeed, fire is the most common.
I thought you were gonna get a pillow. Where are you? I'll get one for you. Sorry.
Abs. No need. All right.
Oh, you're not gonna...
Just gonna try and
What's the ground level? Like the rest of us plebs.
The rest of us?
Plebs.
I just want to see what it's like from your view, you know? You losers.
Losers.
Another important thing we learned from that session, the insinuation that still was in on it.
You losers and your non-aching backs.
Okay. Over the course of days, over the course of the next 3 days, actually, this particular Greater Fey,
What does he look like?
he appears to be in the realm of redemption. one of the House of Redemption. So he does appear quite treant-like.
Oh, okay.
And he is known for his eccentricity in believing in adaptation or die. Right, so being amused with sort of the tattoos that he can pull and the powers that he can pull from the various tattoos upon the twins' back, which essentially encapsulates the essences of the creatures that they've eaten. He begins to pull and focus these essences into more and more magical items. I'm going to provide them to you now, and then you can, as a group, you can decide upon what you would like to distribute. So aside from the things that I've already given you, from one of the abominations, the Archfey pulls a tentacle rod. From one of the Fey beasts, the Displacer beasts, he pulls a cloak of displacement. A cloak of the bat from one of the many vampires we have consumed over the years, and of course the ring of the ram from one of the greater monstrosities of the mountains, the previous king of the mountain, whom we consumed in order to have our mountain to begin with.
I see the tentacle rod and I go, I don't know how that got there.
That's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like.
We can pause here so that you can read the items.
Okay.
And,
Pause. All right.
It's not what it looks like, I swear.
Alrighty, I am
Yeah,
recording.
okay, so we meet up on the third day, having had with the Yokayo twins having brought all sorts of goodies from this
What do you
greater
have
trade.
there? Where are those?
Are there shops here? Did you buy those? Do you know what buying is?
Do you know how money works, gentlemen?
Actually, they're more of like we ate stuff.
And
You shat this out.
Actually,
actually.
that's a good way of thinking about it.
big tree came to us and said
Do I
he could
understand
do
what he's
something.
talking about? Big tree.
He said
Oh, but see, I guess I've seen a bunch of big trees around. That
Yeah.
move
Okay,
about.
okay. So
he
it's
said that he could do something with the tattoos on our backs. He what was the word?
I know. And then aneurysm, and then bleed from the eye.
We're thinking you guys
Capitalize.
bleeding from the
okay. That's
capitalize on tattoo.
Okay, that's
brings out
useful.
essence of creature we eat. Make a weapon.
weapons. Okay.
All right.
All right.
New sword. I say bring out the giant flame gun katana.
Oh, that is a pretty good weapon. That's
Odai appears to be speaking to himself. The displacer cloak provides projections
An
of
after
the-
illusion.
after illusions of it. Speaking to himself. You know that he's now like physically coated in metal plates on his skin. They seem to be growing out sort of like a dragon scale style. And you find yourself with the ring of the ram and
Okay.
Thanks.
Poor family. Low intelligence family.
That makes three horns now. Because I have that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like part of the armor is grafted onto the side. The part of the armor goes up to the back of my head, and then the succubus horn is on the.
it's appropriate that you receive the ring of the ram. Because that's
Oh,
what-
well.
You could say I'm the horniest of all of us here.
As he says that, we just turn.
I look at the cloak and I guess I sniff it. Okay, didn't.
I say, hey, try this, and I wrap her in the cloak. I hold her so that she's holding both sides. I toss her up into the air.
Like a
Is it dark?
like a plate.
Like a plane.
Is it dark though?
Damn it! Oh wait! Oh, okay, this is quite nice.
All right. Today there has been a war council that has been called, and all of the available archfey and the heads of the houses have been summoned. You have been invited to this war council because there apparently appears to be a mission for you.
All right. I Mitsuba's with me.
Okay.
Have you seen Mitsuba?
Oh, yeah. I've seen it. Kerrigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your bag? Carrigan photograph?
Yeah. They say,
Where are we now?
You are headed to the War Council,
Okay.
being led along by Banya,
Okay.
who is glad that he's just been able to stay alive this long.
I
Yeah.
took all the
But
time
there-
to talk.
Odaya-san, have you noticed that Banya smells a little like cinnamon today?
I don't know what that is, but
Cinnamon
that
is
seems tasty.
tasty.
Oh, I was just about to say.
Yeah.
It does smell tasty.
It is a little sweet and
He carries Banya along, sort of in his arm, just telling him to lead the way, but with his nose just plopped on top of his head, just constantly inhaling. And then his ears, just during Odaya's inhales, just go into the nose. And then Banya says, this is mildly uncomfortable.
I can't stop it.
he's pretty big and strong.
Oh, I mean, I'm kind of scrawny compared to you.
I'm not physically
He says,
capable.
I mean, I can, but you know, it's more fun this way.
You do have the ring now.
let's just hope that that this isn't a suicide mission or anything that you're going on. He says as he leads you to the War Council. You arrive, and it appears to be.
Council.
I give a deep bow as I enter.
I also bow.
Because they're archfey, and specifically I bow towards Guile. I give one specific bow to Guile.
Okay. I will show you what they all look like today.
I give an acknowledging head nod towards Guile, and then I pick up Banya and make him bow. It's like tilt him sideways.
Okay. The War Council is currently being held in the throne room of the House of Redemption. Sitting upon the throne is not currently Redemption him or herself, but Purity.
But isn't she sick or something?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
She appears to be in some sort of stasis, seated upon the throne, and Redemption's healing energies constantly being channeled through her.
I forgot, what does Redemption look like again? Or have we seen Redemption?
You have not yet seen.
Okay.
This will be your first
This
time.
will be your first time.
Excellent.
You find yourself in the throne room of Redemption with Purity upon the throne.
Oh, wow. Looks so nice. Throne room.
This being the first time I've seen Purity, I bow like to my knees, or like I go on my knees and I bow in the most respectful manner as I can.
You
But
are.
I've seen Redemption. I've seen all of them before. Like
Yes, at one point or another, though you're not entirely sure what
what they look like now.
what they will look like currently because of their constantly shifting natures. Though you are physically aware of who they are instinctively when you
so
meet
I
them,
know like who the
even if they look
personalities are.
different.
Ah.
As you bow low to Purity, the head of the House Purity, Fujita Yumiya.
Fujita.
Yumiya.
Girl?
Is she
Yes.
female?
Yeah, she is female.
Old, young.
Young. You can see her right here. She's in her white dress
Ooh, Fujita Yumiya.
with her ghoul skull lantern.
Ooh.
Yeah. She walks up and she says, "My mistress cannot currently hear or acknowledge you, but your reverence is noted."
Have I met before? I mean, Common Rider. So.
Yeah. You have met her before. She was not the head of House Purity at the time that you had left.
I give a bow and say, Yumiya-san, you're head of Purity. You're head of Purity now.
War does terrible things, and the House of Purity was hardest hit by these Mugenso.
What do I know about her from way back? I mean, given that we've met.
She was She was one of the more traditional ones.
She hates my guts.
She does. She does, or has she has definitely expressed her discomfort with working with the exiles. But so far, she has not proven to be the most against the move to re-accept exiles. She says to you, you've done great work for us. and for the Shomori. My house will have to reconsider its role after this war if we are to reintegrate. She says it rather reluctantly, but acknowledges it as truth rather than as something.
I'd say I believe the entire Shomori will have to think, will have to reflect on how your reintegration will affect everyone. Even us who would even the exiles who would integrate back.
An exiled patron returned, exiled Shomori returned. This war has already destroyed the lives as we knew it, our lives as we knew it, regardless of whether we survived this war or not. You also note the head of protection, Takeda Takiji, is present. You see a familiar face to you, who is in an unfamiliar role. You see Taketa Misako, Takiji's much younger sister.
Taketa Misako?
Yeah. Her robes, her proximity in the room, all lead you to believe that she is actually the head of the House of Guile.
Huh, cool. Hair buns. Head of House of Guile.
How far away is she from me?
Currently, you have just walked into the room. People are just standing around conversing, like in a sort of cocktail party sort of setting. They are just talking with each other and with their patrons.
Having those tea with a circular
Yeah.
circular cups, saucer cups.
Yeah. And there are there are wisps, vaguely humanoid wisps about attending to your needs, serving tea wherever necessary.
I dispel. I put Mitsuba in my pocket dimension for now.
All right.
I seriously consider having masks made for us. I get to be happy face.
Okay. Sure.
Wait, why? Why do you want a mask?
Only the traditional Japanese one.
Oh, because of the...
Oh, don't worry, you're good looking enough.
Indeed.
Just don't clean yourselves up.
Akarai just says.
Just clean yourself up.
Akarai says, but you said we ugly first.
Yeah, I did.
You of
What
course
does that
note
make you now that I say that you're not ugly?
Aneurysm. Concept. Okay. You know.
Don't think too much.
Everyone is currently present. Guile is in a human form. Not even though the human form that you had noted from previously.
Is he like in the hot fox? like the one that Iroya likes?
Oh no,
Patron
he's
look.
currently a young woman.
Oh! Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks cool.
Shorter even than
Banya?
Yeah.
Where is he?
She.
Where is Guile?
She's currently speaking with head of her house, head of his house,
Oh.
Misako.
Seeing Gaelen in new form, Akarai shudders, looks at his brother and says, reminds you of mom.
Would that be mom?
I use awakened mind and say, it's probably your mother.
That's probably your mother.
Yo,
Wait. Just sort of echoed whatever he was thinking at the time.
wait, if we have equal intelligence, does that mean that if that same trick is pulled on you?
I'm just more educated than you are. That's
That's
our
why
only
that's how we can differentiate.
That's our only difference. But we learn at the same pace.
Unfortunately.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do the thinking. Or the learning.
The War Council convenes, and people sit or stand as they will. Most of the people, the tension seems to be a little bit high in the room, and most people appear to be standing.
I find a pillar nearby, and I'll just lean on it, but not disrespectfully. I'm just
Wall up.
not disrespectfully.
Okay.
I'll just lean on it
Okay.
formally in a way.
Okay. The Odaituans just sort of array themselves and just Yakuza style of
like
sitting on the
legs.
haunches with the, yeah.
Nani?
As the war council begins, protection begins, and
I keep standing.
you recall protection's humanoid form currently, right? His like werewolf sort of appearance. He says, "Guile, why are we here? It has been 3 days since justice has been taken. Will they not have already have turned him by now?" And Guile just sitting in one of the higher branches of this grand tree throne, just sort of swinging her legs currently. Her legs kind of like a kid. Says, "Relax, relax. I have my eye on you. I always do." He continues. Ever since I've joined the Shomori, I've noticed a distinct lack of spies and information and knowledge. These things are key to a war's effort, don't you know? It's not merely strength of arms. And my spies have learned much. I have, for example, one of the first things I've learned is that there is a grand push scheduled for tomorrow. There will be a humongous war effort to break the gate.
Again.
Indeed. With this protection sort of almost roars, and he says, "Why weren't we not informed of this earlier? We should have began preparations for our defense much sooner." And then Guile says, "Once again, I would ask that you relax. They will not break our defenses. Not while we maintain the wall. And this is not merely a defense. This is an opportunity. You see, with their lands greatly emptied out, this provides an opportunity for us to
Break in
indeed, a sharp one you are."
with an 8 of 8.
I'm not approving.
He just sort of had a breakthrough, and we could break in.
I like my nose.
Oh, you got a little.
Oh, sorry.
And he says, "My spies have infiltrated all, and we have found certain things that certain objectives that we can complete, certain assets of the Mugenso that they could stand to lose. And I'm here, and I convened this war council to submit its approval. Now, we will not be able to send our greatest forces, as I previously informed you. Much of the Mugenso are marching upon our gates as we speak. But I think a small group here and there, my contacts would be willing to introduce to the houses, to these so-called false houses of the Shomori, these Hichasu. I've been informed of two particular assets of note that we can pursue. I have learned the exact location of Justice. For one, he is currently being held in the House of Desire, under the rule of this Vilixis, Queen of the Succubi, Demon Princess, if my information is correct. I have learned the source of all of these fleshy, living abominations.
Corpse Factory. Is it?
That is one indeed. There is a corpse factory, and I will get to that. But there are what they call these living abominations, these monstrosities. Half of these flesh-like creatures that we have been fighting have not been dead. They are alive, stitched together. You recall sort of a maker's mark that you noted on one of the abominations that you fell, or perhaps I think in session 1. They might have been in session 1.
Wait, they're still alive?
They're still alive. They're not dead. They are living creatures, stitched together. I've learned the name of their creator. Her name is Cheyenne.
Cheyenne? How do you spell it? Cheyenne?
SHYIE
SHYIE
double NE.
double N E. Who is this Cheyenne?
This Cheyenne is one of Velix's greatest minds.
Fiend as well. Human? Humanoid? Mortal?
I have been able to glimpse her now and then through the eyes of my many spies.
Mm-hmm.
She appears human, but this House of Desire is filled with many such shape-changing and form-assuming creatures. This counts to my advantage as it has proven the very nature of their shape-changing allows my agents to infiltrate them.
Oh.
But at the same time, it also means that not everything glimpsed is as it appears.
Okay.
Cheyenne is currently the mind that is working upon Justice's conversion, as it will.
Okay.
If we can infiltrate the House of Desire, destroy this Cheyenne and her workshop, and free Justice at the same time, we would gain a significant advantage against this house. We cripple their source of abominations. We free one of our own, and we gain an archfey in power. However, there is a second objective that might be pursued. This in the House of Despair. In the House of Despair, as Kiba mentioned, there is the corpse factory. They call it the Scarecrow.
The Scarecrow?
Before that, he will show you. He will silent image Cheyenne for all to see. She appears to be a young girl.
This is the form you saw her in?
Yes. My spies say that she's constantly working on various abominations, all of them living. Many of them human, many of them Shimori.
What else do your spies know about her abilities? Do your spies know any more about her?
Her workshop is private, heavily guarded. I've not yet been able to infiltrate it, but she specializes in being able to use the abilities of those that she captures again, and turn them into weapons for Velix's army. Which is primarily likely why she's been set to work on Justice.
Was she the one that might have converted that
Unicorn?
That's possible. That's possible, given her specialty.
Because if that's the case, then maybe angels would also be part of
Her repertoire.
toys.
Indeed,
So,
that might be the case. In which case, destroying her workshop would be immensely useful for us. However, as I said, there is a second objective: the corpse factory. A location they call the Scarecrow. It is a factory of death. Now, do you recall, my friends, the fields of the Shomori? Those that span the length of the Shomori Strait, leading down almost until the Kalan mainland.
I imagine it and I get nostalgic. Oh, I used to frolic there as a
Yeah,
child.
indeed. Almost any traveler to Shomori or coming from Shomori will have passed these sort of golden fields of wheat and various other vegetables and stuff. The fields have been turned to the dark purposes of the Hichasu. They have been turned into a field of bodies. Every man, woman, and child living that has been captured or salvaged from the battlefield is crucified and mounted on this field. It is now a field of bodies, of barely living, barely breathing, tormented individuals. Their purpose is to cultivate Hanno's primary source of power. These idols. These idols grow and fester inside of a dying creature's body, and they harvest these idols, and these idols grant power. Processing these bodies from the field is the scarecrow. It is a factory, as far as I am able to learn. It's a factory that takes the bodies and takes the idols from them and maintains them, and regurgitates the waste into the river. The river of purity, he says, as he looks to the purity currently in stasis. There's a schedule for a grand harvest. The idols are ripe, and the scarecrow will be in for a big harvest. We can halt its activities, cutting off Hanno's primary source of power, and
We can see
if we destroy the scarecrow, revive purity. But it will not be an easy task. The scarecrow is gigantic.
How far is the scarecrow from the House of Desire?
Basically on almost the opposite ends of the strait, because if you recall your map, the scarecrow wanders the fields, which is the southernmost area of the Shomori Strait, and then the primary house is
The scarecrow is mobile. So
yes, he's a giant, over almost 80 feet tall. And as you may know from your adventures in your lifetime, you're the tallest giant, like the normal class giant, is about 30 feet. So normal giants come up to maybe its thigh in its great structure, and it vomits it regurgitates the refuse from the process from the fields into the river of purity, polluting it, which has been the primary cause of purity being on the brink of death this entire time.
Seeing the giant, a tear rolls down my cheek because it's so worried.
I understand that Justice's predicament is a personal matter to a lot of you. But I also understand that this factory, if left unchecked, will probably kill purity somehow. In time.
And make big man riding big other man more powerful. Yes.
But my question is, would it be survivable to rescue Justice and go for the scarecrow?
Do we have enough people to make it run?
That depends entirely on how long it would take you to accomplish the objective.
Free Justice might be hard.
The problem with I mean, this is a huge gamble, but we definitely get the best of both. But the problem is that if we go too slow, we might lose both.
You
And
think
if we go too slow with Justice and we still approach the scarecrow, we might just end up being trapped inside the village.
Protection nods along, and he says, "The hunter that chases two rabbits catches none."
at this point I just lick my lips and say rabbits. I don't say wait. What if do you have? They make Big Birdie weak inside house, yes.
This way.
They're turning it into something against us.
If we have way, make Big Birdie strong and nice towards us. We get Big Birdie to fight cousin. Totally against fighting cousin, mind you. But if we get Big Birdie help fight cousin, would make faster and get both objectives achieved.
What's
But
the objective?
thinking of this opinion is already causing a slight aneurysm. He says, we get Big Birdie help, we beat cousin, cousin go down, river go clean, have Big Birdie and Lady on throne. Yes.
I think we should compromise. I don't want. What if we go? What if? Or, I believe I presume a bit too much here. I suppose we're here in this council because we're the ones to go for these objectives. Am I correct in that assumption?
Well, Protection nods his head. So far, you have proven to be most successful and strongest of our away teams. I will need my strongest warriors on the wall to receive this charge of the Mugenso, but I can't afford to perhaps spare you.
That's okay. We work well together, and I think a mission like this is right up our alley. I say.
What were you saying?
If we go to Justice, and rather and convince him to help us in at least damaging that scarecrow, give ourselves a time limit before we have to pull out. If we manage to take down the scarecrow, then great. But if we can't, we linger there for too long, we have to pull out with Justice behind us.
Indeed, Kyle says, your window lasts only as long as the Mugenso attack. Once we rout them, you will be trapped between the Shimori village and the retreating Mugenso army.
And who's to say that once we start a ruckus, they'll probably be pulling back forces of their own to stop us.
I don't doubt that Vilixus would not care for us stealing what she currently perceives as her pet.
She does seem like a prideful bitch.
Trying to form a thought.
Well, your thoughts, Immortal One?
I turn to my brother. Why no one ever asks for our thoughts?
What are we talking about?
So that's my plan of attack. I would say
A bit of a compromise.
a bit of a compromise.
We
We go for justice. Give ourselves a time limit, and then we pull back, regardless of whether or not we finish our mission. But if anything, it at least gives Purity some more time,
if we so
and it gives us a little more time before their big harvest.
okay, so we go for justice first, is what you're suggesting.
That's what I'm suggesting. Yes. Is that closer from the village
Yeah.
entrance? I'm guessing
It
it
is.
is.
Okay, so we
I mean, just exiting the portal, the closest to you would be the houses rather than the fields.
At this point,
Um,
finally manages to form his thought. Wait! We sneaking! Me not good at sneaking!
I can manage it.
Guile,
As-
what have you heard about justice? The condition of justice currently has his conversion already begun, or what have your spies gathered?
Guile says, it appears that justice remains strong in his currently remains strong in his willpower, capable of resisting their initial attempts to simply convert him via mind control. Cheyenne is working on alternative means to convert him.
Either way, it's only a matter of time. If we don't go for justice, he will be turned.
I'm sorry.
You have way restored health justice.
Indeed. He turns to Redemption. Redemption, currently in her human form. This sort of
Okay, I know where I'm going back now.
Redemption, currently in her human form, approaches the throne. Her leaf-like hair sort of swaying in a wind that isn't currently present. She appears to draw water into a circular vial, an Erlenmeyer flask. I don't know. I've completely forgotten the terms for those. So she draws water from the tree that the thing is made from, that the throne is made from, and she corks it. And you can see there are faint green lights that are shimmering inside of it. And then she says, "Provide this to my brother Justice.
I say,
If he drinks from it, his health will be restored enough that he can make the journey back."
as also strong enough to maybe hurt Big Cousin?
I am not
Hurt
entirely
who?
sure.
Hurts who?
Big Cousin.
Hurt the scarecrow.
It should make him at least capable
enough
of strong enough to fly once more.
I do. Sorry, what?
Though I don't doubt that there are forces currently keeping him from flying.
I say.
I do agree with you. We have to go for justice.
I
I prefer.
One of you can take the essence of redemption.
Tiny hand stick.
I take it.
Okay.
I say, is inside of their building like inside of this building? Because if so, me focus not great.
Indeed, Guy. Would your spies have a map or something of the House of Desire?
I have once inside, my agents will guide you.
How we know each
Interesting.
She will know you.
I told my brother, must memorize smell.
Who smell?
Person we meet.
Oh, okay.
But that could be anyone. Are we certain that there aren't any leaks in your intel? If any of your agents get compromised, then then the enemy might approach us as well.
That might be true. He says, her name is currently.
Was this a Gaius agent? Specifically in the House of Desire?
Correct. Her name is currently Thelira.
Okay.
Thelira.
M-I-R.
She will approach you as Thelira. However, she must also provide you her additional name. Her name is. She should tell you her real name, Asaka Homi.
Asaka Homi?
You should not be.
Asaka.
Homi.
Homi?
Homi. Now I ask that you be rather open-minded when you meet her.
I say, it's okay, we eat all species.
What? Why? What is?
She is the daughter of Elixis,
They taste nice.
physical offspring of the demon princess herself.
Oh, you've managed to convince one of her daughters to.
Her daughters are legion.
I say, well, we got Guile back for this reason. I'm not gonna mistrust him now.
There are many there are many that number among the Mugensu who are unsatisfied or don't feel they are achieving the potential that they should. And it is my work to capitalize upon these anxieties.
Capitalize.
I just say, all are equally tasty.
Osaka Homi is offspring of Vilixis and one of her many Shomori captives.
I just say, all are equally tasty on their own. I then whisper to my brother, if House Gluttony exists, we not go, right?
Wait till we get there. When I see what's the venom make up.
I say, redemption somehow. How long does Purity have left?
I'm currently uncertain. I'm using all of my abilities to maintain Purity's form, but it could be any day. but so far that's been the same prognosis since the beginning, and I've managed to keep Purity alive.
I then say, so, first priority, free Giant Birdie. Free Giant Birdie,
Justice first.
and if Giant Birdie can help, Giant Birdie help us beat Cousin. If not, Giant Birdie goes straight home, we go to Cousin, we try to fight. If we still have time. Otherwise, we have to make compromise and figure something out.
Gal says you wish to stay in Shomori village, even after House of Desire.
At this point, Akurai says, issue is, if Lady on Throne not get better, we not get Mountain back. We really want Mountain back. To get Mountain back, bad people go away. To make bad people go away, all of you, how did Mother refer to them? Fairy people, yes. All of you fairy people. Fae. All of you Fae have to be together.
I will not save you if they zap you to obliteration right now.
I just tried to speak out from what Mother said. All of the Fae must be together so that they can fight back. Issue is that in this scenario, if worst comes to worst, we left outside door.
Guile says, well, we will try to hold them here then, as long as we can. But once the Mogensu make their retreat, the lands of the Shomori will be significantly more populated than they are currently.
How would we know they're about to retreat? Would we have some method of communication?
Banya?
When would you need to know?
As soon as they start marching back, I would like them to know, and then I time us about 5 minutes before we have to go.
I say maybe we know when order given for it.
Then I provide you the use of Banya and the Sending Stone.
I say I look
Excellent.
at Banya. I look at Banya and say, good.
Banya says that means I get to stay here.
Does he also have the ability? Does he still have the ability to open up a gate?
Not into Shomori village.
I see.
Oh, okay.
So we have to go. So we have to get into the Feywild before we get to teleport back. Yeah, I understand.
Your decision is to pursue the House of Desire.
Yes, go for justice.
Justice first
And
because
then so it's either we get him or
issue is
if we don't have
status
enough
quo
time.
versus new enemy. If we break status quo, they get weaker, but we also get new enemy. If we lose new enemy, but maintain status quo, they get stronger bit by bit.
There is also my one issue. It's a little short term for me.
Which one? Justice?
This plan is a little. No offense to the Archfey, but this is a little short term as compared to strengthening and empowering purity and giving us bolstering our strength even more as compared to saving justice. Although
Guile says,
Which one
I
are
leave
you?
it. I merely present the opportunities for both, but you are the people that will be going on this mission. If you wish to pursue a purity, then if you wish to pursue
Justice?
the corpse factory, then so be it. I merely present that justice is within reach.
this also means that, well, if we leave the corpse factory, if we manage to destroy the corpse factory, it's going to take some time for them to rebuild that, so they're going to be very well depowered. However,
and if we destroy Cheyenne's workshop, she no longer has access to some of her strongest
I also
abominations. She can no longer produce her strongest abominations.
I say black unicorn, not very nice to fight. Also, since we can't eat, useless to fight.
what if we go for justice, empower him, immediately tell him to fly towards the scarecrow and deal some damage, and we will give him a sending stone if we have to, if we can spare an extra one, We will give him one, and we will tell him to pull back. If we can support him, we will support him.
At this point, Akura has a
Justice
question.
alone,
Damn it,
sending...
This is an archfight. This is much
Okay,
stronger
okay.
than I can never be.
Akura has a question. Sorry.
You can...
According to image, cousin have big house on him, yes? If we throw boom into house inside him,
throw what?
boom, black powder.
Do we have access to that?
Something make big explode maybe. Inside cousin head, usually that take care of problem.
I have, but I'll have to be there. I can fly along with Justice actually.
Issue is
Excellent.
cousin head here, we here.
I can fly.
The corpse factory can be destroyed from within. It is currently the domain of a powerful lich of some sort.
Lich.
Son of
A
a
lich.
Do I know what the Lich is? Assume
Well, a powerful undead caster of great power.
Oh,
Like,
wait,
he
in
says-
the house?
Indeed, in the corpse factory
the
itself.
head case.
I've been informed to my great regret that it is Lord Masanobu Fukuoka.
Masanobu.
Fukuoka. Fukuoka. You recognize Kiba, you recognize Masanobu Fukuoka. He has been in charge of the fields for as long as anybody can remember. He's a very old man.
Oh my god.
He's a very old man who is basically the grandfather figure of all of the farmers in Shimori village.
Unfortunate.
It appears that Hano has revived him to relive his purpose in
Work the fields.
and work the fields. He currently rules from inside of the corpse factory. The scarecrow is bound to be more vulnerable from within than from without. And,
We're just gonna have to blitz it. I can spare a spell. If once we're successful in getting Justice, we can all attack from we can have me, Justice, and one other to fly with him and attack the scarecrow. Or not me and two of you. Or two of my party. Either way, at least Justice won't be left unsupported in that effort.
So I understand. So your primary goal is to free Justice first,
Free
and
Justice
then
first.
undermine the
and then
scarecrow.
see if something can be done about the scarecrow next.
Is this acceptable to the Archfey?
They commune amongst themselves, and vengeance in particular is hot to destroy. It appears that vengeance is hot to destroy the corpse factory first. But protection agrees with the need for justice.
So they're inclined. They're both inclined to one or the other.
Yeah, but ultimately, it is decided that those that are going on the mission should judge themselves capable of judge of themselves on what they are capable of doing.
Well, we have an outline of a plan. We'll just wing it if things go bad, and usually they do.
Suddenly there's a shudder that finds Akurai's spine. Wing it. Why that word sound bad? There's a phantom pain that he feels in his hands.
Okay. So with that, Guile says, then this war council is convened for all your intents and purposes.
Maybe have another sending stone that we can use. Is there another sending stone to spare to give?
Just
They are
this.
matched. They are matched pairs. To whom would you provide the other?
Banya would be. I mean, if we're going
Banya
to be
would have one.
communicating-
We would have another. And we would have one, and Justice would have the other.
That can be provided. You can have a second matched set
You can take that.
of sending stone. We will convene this. We will conclude the. You are dismissed from the War Council because we will be working on planned defense. But my house head will be attending to you personally for the nature of your mission.
Have I met her before? I mean, I know she's his little sister of Katiji.
She has always been quite mischievous, sort of black sheepish, with high renown and high prestige of the Takata name. Misako has always been the sort of well, she is still technically Takata. That sort of thing, that sort of vibe that you receive, and not a lot of people really thought she'd amount to much. She's been typically quite skilled at combat and raising of arms, given the House of Protection. But she's never really applied herself seriously to anything. Not really felt the need for it. And now she basically quite smug. As house of a newly recognized older house. She approaches to guide you out of the council. And she says, "Excellent.
I suppose congratulations is in order.
Oh, indeed. I don't want to accept thanks too early because we're in harsh times right now. That wouldn't be proper, I think.
Well, this is your first job as house head.
Isn't it exciting? I mean, I should take this seriously. She tries to wipe the smile off her face. Okay, sorry about that.
Isn't it exciting?
That's really exciting. Okay. So, Gaia, I've been let in on the loop, and it seems that we've got many agents in Guile. Many of them, some of them ours, and others are converts from the houses themselves, from the false houses themselves. As you know, Thalira will be guiding you in. However, infiltration is not as easy as it seems.
Indeed.
The fields would have been a little bit easier to infiltrate, given a lot less traffic going through there. But to enter the houses themselves through the main gate requires some subterfuge.
As she says subterfuge, I clink my splint mail armor.
It requires us to be sneaky.
Clink, clink,
My
clink,
favorite.
clink, clink, clink.
I say sarcastically. I say sarcastically. My favorite.
As you clink away, she says, "Don't worry, that's not necessarily part of the plan." Now, first of all, I'm going to need you all to. Oh, good, excellent. You have a bag of holding. I'm going to need you all to put all of your things inside of the bag of holding. She says, "House of."
For what purpose, if I may ask?
And she says,
But I'm already holding out the bag of holding.
House of Desire has a lot of. They have the most numbers of individuals that require to feed. House of Despair hosts much undead. They need not sustenance.
As I hear,
House of Entropy holds a lot of angels, and they also not necessarily need to eat. But House of Desire are filled with succubi,
What do you want us to put in there?
You had-
everything,
all of your things.
even our.
Weapons?
All of your things. He says, there's but one way that I've determined capable of infiltrating House of Desire. With a lot of you unable to shapeshift or hide your form magically, or even hide your abilities.
I can go invisible. That's what you're asking.
That is true, but so can many of the others in House of Desire. I don't doubt that there might be some sort of counter detector, but there is one surefire way to get you in, and that is through the feeding room.
Through the
Feeding room. House of Desire collects many slaves, many taken from the field of battle, others raided from towns very far, and they eat just about anything. You will provide me with the bag with all of your things, and I will get them to Thalira.
Wait, mechanically, does that mean we'll have to take 3 hours? I will have to take 3 hours to do all of them.
No. Whether you're holding them or not, you're still attuned to them.
Okay.
Oh,
It
really?
only
I don't have to re-attune.
no.
essentially.
Oh.
It only breaks attunement if you are, I think, more if you are away from it for more than I think 24 hours.
I start to unload. I say, this is what we hired them for, I guess. I have no qualms of trusting Guile at this point. Well, let's do, if this blows up in our face, we die. That's it.
I take the 80 rations that I purchased earlier and just
my
like
God.
continue to stuff them all into the bag of holding.
May I remind you, it has a certain...
Capacity.
It can only hold...
I was going to say capacity.
Cap.
but-
It can fit everything. Not really.
I take out my sidearm and I spin it in my hand, and it looks like this.
Oh, that's right.
Oh shit. Fuck.
New toy for you.
New toy.
Oh, you do know that Yuelit is currently holding a staff.
Yeah, I have a
staff. No, it's staff.
It's currently a staff. The side hasn't
And I say,
appeared yet.
hopefully it doesn't blow up inside. And I throw it in, and I also the staff of Kafrad with the barrel of the packkeeper.
Okay.
I think I have a pic of the barrel here.
I-
Here's how the barrel looks like.
Which one?
Oh, the back keeper barrel.
Oh, okay.
I take out my flame tongue greatsword, and as I unsheath it, it looks like molten magma is crawling across my arm and onto the blade. I say, but it's new.
I know, and we're gonna go wild with it later.
Fear not, I.
Either that or you stay.
Later.
Okay.
As he
This is what the
what the
staff looks like, but without the side
Right.
currently.
I say, what about clink 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 clink?
Even armor, we have to doff
Everything.
All right, I
Oh, including the armor? I hold up my shield.
He said
Everything?
everything.
I say,
it'll take some time to get this all back on, but if it gets us in, right?
Oh no! Oh, we're
after dressing
stripping
down
now.
after dressing down from the split mail, you notice the Odaya twins are actually in like this weird large kimono robe, but there's nothing underneath except bandages in the stomach area.
Oh, at least you still have your.
I say, you wouldn't have to be immortal from death, from physical death, would you?
I say, if I die through
10 plus 10.
violence, then yeah, I die.
Where's your soul go?
I have not fulfilled my duty, so I will go to hell, literally.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll meet you on the way or something.
I say,
Are you?
What happened?
Will you be going to hell?
I don't know. Maybe I'll be going to the void. Depends. Who wants my soul?
Are
more?
you not? Yeah, you're not particularly religious.
As you're like, removing your boots and stuff.
we're
doff. You doff all of your armor,
Yeah.
and you're just in normal clothes. Your current PC is 10 plus dex.
God
Ah,
damn it!
Okay.
I'm at 13 only.
He says, excellent. Now this is going to be a little bit of a harrowing experience, but I don't doubt that adventurers of your class will be able to handle it. I will get you into the feeding room, and once there, Thalia will meet with you and provide you this bag, this particular bag.
I say, wait.
I borrow a dagger, and I cut. I swipe. I trace a line at the bottom of it just to know it's ours.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I make a smiley face with my blood.
It says Thalia will provide you with this particular bag, whereupon you will escape the feeding room, put on all of your gear, hunt down this Shagen, kill her, destroy her workshop, free justice, and from there you make your way. You can either perhaps pursue your second objective or come straight back.
Oh, we'll get the bird and we'll wing it.
Yes.
You have no guns. You have no guns.
Yes, I'm using. May we know what Thalia looks like? Just to.
We'll be approached by a succubus.
Okay,
even if I were to tell you what she looked like, she might not appear that way when she approaches.
And
Indeed.
then I just
Fair enough.
I say to the twins and Yulef, if a Thalira approaches us, make sure we question her her
The
actual
real name.
but make sure none of us actually mentions that name.
Is your name Asaka? Yes.
Sure.
Hi,
Let's
Asaka.
go with that.
Asaka, what's your name?
So let us do the talking, perhaps. Or,
I answer, as I put my hand.
but I'm not.
as
Actually,
I
you're the charisma material.
as
Really
I undo one side of the robe and I put my hand inside my.
I say, take off my shield. No magic for me.
No, we do this every morning. It's fine.
Really, we
I'm
never.
not comfortable with.
Unless you sleep and all that.
No, but I'm not comfortable with going out.
We're the traditional Japanese gangsters with like the one sleeve down and the hand
And then
inside
we
the
have
shield.
the sleeve tattoo.
The sleeve tattoo.
This is all pictures.
It goes all the way up into the back and shoulders. We're just like,
Kasi,
we're very intimidated.
Good
well,
luck.
you will left. If this blows up in our face, well, it's been nice working with you.
Been nice working with you. I do hope I don't see you in hell, as it won't be.
Nah, I'll be going
pleasant
somewhere
place.
else.
Indeed.
I have no concept of life after death.
Indeed.
Neither do I. Our intrinsic belief is that when we die, Mother was gonna get mad.
When we die, Mother will eat us.
Yes. Why do you think we're so scared of our mommy?
Okay.
Well, good luck to us, and
With that,
Gods help
you
us.
wait for nightfall. And once night has fallen, Misako approaches you once again, and she leads you towards the gate. And she says, "We are merely waiting for the Mogensa to begin their assault. Whereupon we will infiltrate the back lines. I will get you in amongst the new slaves, and then leave and part ways from you there.
Alright.
And then from there, you should be led straight into the feeding room.
That means you two play along.
look, we
Do what we do.
Okay. That's easy.
Here,
Because
play along.
if our cover's blown, we're gonna be unarmed.
I say, don't worry. The GS of our Calamers can definitely make past feeding.
Also,
Is that what you said?
Something like that. She activates the arcane gate, and you can see the grand portal in the distance. The thing fortified by the Mugenso. The ripped tear in between the planes.
How do slaves usually look like? Their clothes and dirt.
Indeed. You are currently just in civilian clothing. However, if you'd like to determine what exactly you're wearing.
I mean, my clothes are already pretty ripped up. I just shoved dirt all over me.
Okay.
We
We already have.
We don't wash our clothes. It just looks like.
We clean them up a little bit just so we're not conspicuous.
I look at the elf and
No matter how much dirt you throw on her, still so clean.
you are going to die.
I say,
it's the
wait.
it's the G, it's
Mother-
the Elven.
I say, wait. Mother taught us a spell. Reverse prestidigitation. And then I just hug you. And then roll.
May the Raven Queen have mercy on your soul.
Actually, she won't. Not just yet.
Okay, that's too bad.
That's certainly quite bad for me, but
Mother's
doing what I can.
That's what Mother called it when we came home. Reverse prestidigitation.
I try to make myself just dirty or something.
You work kinda.
Huh?
I mean, it works as far as you can see. But you seem still relatively well put together. Your hair is still straight. And anyway. So you walk through the portal and towards the portal's edge. And then from there, Misako throws up an illusion. Waiting. Toward just after midnight, there are war drums that begin to sound.
And so it's really dark.
Yes.
I can see perfectly.
Oh, you took.
I took double sight.
Okay.
I can see in color too.
Is it magical
Nice.
darkness?
It is magic. No, it's not magical darkness. It's normal darkness.
Okay.
I can see twice as far as you do, probably.
I have superior dark vision, but yeah.
You can see 120 feet plus.
Oh, okay, we're the same. But I can see through magic mist.
Okay. there are war drums begin to sound, and the first of the Mugenso begin to walk through the gate. Indeed, humongous abominations with humongous abominations that appear to have been stitched together, each of them holding the maker's mark, the logo of the Hichasu itself on their backs. And it takes several hours for the entire force to walk through. And you note there are indeed giant siege giants that appear to be amongst them. Most of them, most notably undead, standing about 20 to 30 feet tall. Weapons platforms strapped onto their backs, boulders in their hands. Even some of them begin to chuck just from where they're standing, just from the portal itself. Just chuck in the direction of the wall and goes over, and you see that it breaks upon an invisible shield on the wall. After hours of waiting, you manage to see that the numbers begin to thin. They begin to thin out, and Misako herself.
Where are we exactly now?
You are perhaps in front of the portal.
Okay.
Misako casts an illusion upon herself, and she appears as Sakubai.
Akurai just repeats to himself, don't talk to cousin, don't talk to cousin, don't talk to cousin.
She turns into a Sakubai, and then she says, well, here we go. And
Here we go.
Are we supposed to be chained up or something?
Yeah, she brings out a set of manacles. She chains you from
Just go, instead of wrist, just go neck instead.
yeah. So typically on the normal size humanoids, it is wrist chained to the neck, and then you would chain to the next person. She says these are compromised in case you need to. They are easy to break.
We're relying on both of these guys. They're the ones with the muscle.
I say, you see Akurai is about to flex and try to break it. Huh?
You're dead, Red One.
Later, if needed.
Okay. And she takes you by the chain, and she proceeds forward. You are generally not paid very much attention to, as you see that as it's begun, and as soon as you cross through the portal, you are not alone.
We try to look for like other people like us being pulled apart, being pulled by
Like Shomori, humans, elves,
everything.
whatever.
A lot of them, many of them not even human. The majority
Like
appears
you.
to be human, but there appear to be even Fae that count amongst chained individuals being pulled along towards a certain house. You were led to what you recognize now as the remains of a House of Purity, where once House Purity stood, now House Desire stands. Towering bright against the perpetually dark sky, the House of Desire boasts 150 feet of artfully rendered stone, glass, and marble. Each of what appears to be its grand 9 floors lessens in magnitude as the tower rises. Its windows filled with warm lights and the shadows of its lively residents, save one floor, near the apex, only visible because of its painted walls that suggests windows in place of real. That only suggests windows in place of real ones. And Misako turns back to you and quietly, under her breath, she says, "This, the apex, is where justice would be being kept." Lovely.
So it's the lab. Okay.
Alright, so lead us to the feeding grounds.
The colorful plumage of harpies, visible even from afar, can be seen circling the tower's premises, sometimes mingled with less vibrant but no less visible wings of demonic offspring of House of Desire's ruling queen.
That's an issue. Not too much of an issue, but an issue.
You were led to the entrance, and Misako Misako speaks in Abyssal tongue. Somebody speak? Somebody
fuck?
Speak abyssal?
No. 7.
We speak Fae.
He speaks abyssal to one of her sisters and hands you off, and she just sort of lets a hand linger on Yuelet's
Who's this? Misako?
yeah, Misako. Yuelet's shoulder, and she says luck, and she journeys back out towards the portal, and you are now led through the halls of House of Desire itself. The halls are richly decorated with deep red carpets, tall windows where the tower's structure permits, with crystal embellishments and golden lamps, spaced only to the sides of the ceiling. Curious. That emit
Spaced only 2?
the sides of the ceiling. They emit a sweet, heady scents, while furniture is non-existent. The walls are painted with bright, almost lurid scenes of humans and creatures in varying states of intimacy, embellished with jewels in such a way that the paint figures appear lifelike, lifelike in the flickering light. Nothing is plain or simple to the eye, allowing any passerby to be immersed in detail and opulence with no escape.
I think to myself, it's as gaudy as Villix's.
Indeed, especially gaudy, given that it is currently on the previous grounds of the House of Purity, who sort of embodies this simplicity and traditionalness of the Shamori.
I just think to myself, there is nothing interesting in here.
Absolutely.
I just look at the pretty pictures and say, "Whoa."
Every so often, you note the purpose of the lamp's placement.
Lamps?
Yeah, the lamps, which appear to be sort of instead of hanging ready from the center of the ceiling, they are spaced off to the sides. When one of the tower's many uniformed Drider staff quickly makes their way across the ceiling with no mind for gravity, or when a resident lazily glides through the ample space instead of walking. So you see that just as many residents of the House of Desire fly or climb as they do walk. Harpies, succubi, cambions, various half-fiends with wings, and as well as Driders, these spider centaurs. Driders, they walk along the roof, the ceiling.
Okay.
You hear Akarai and Odaya mumbling, I've eaten you, I've eaten you, I've eaten you.
Okay.
We're just since I'm standing behind Odaya, I'm looking at the statues and comparing what the creatures were saying.
We're comparing notes of who got eaten.
I kick the back of your foot. Shut up. With awakened mind, I say, shut up or die.
I said I was muttering to myself.
You are eventually brought to a very large room. You note that there is a bridgeway leading on to what you see to be sort of a glimmering locale at the very end. By this time, you are basically on the second highest of the floors of this 150-foot tower. You enter the room and you can hear this. You can feel the heat coming straight out of it, like walking into a sauna. You know that there is sort of a very grand-looking bridge that crosses the entire locale, and that it drops off into something below that you're not currently able to see.
I think to myself, I'm going to get boiled.
And once you approach the door, there appears to be a succubi at the front. She stops you as you approach. The succubi leading you just continues on forward, and then she draws her claws, and she rips straight through the remainders of your clothes until you are completely, absolutely naked.
What the?
Even our Yakuza underwear?
Everything. You are completely naked. And she said,
I hope you like what you see, my lady.
and she says, indeed, we will be having much fun with you. She just she grabs you by the cock.
How hard does she grab it?
Just a gentle squeeze. Just to, she says, It will be my absolute pleasure to see you later. To see you later. You will feed me well.
I say, I hope I can live up to your standards, my lady.
You got such fight. It will be my desire to remove it. He ushers you forward, caressing each of you inappropriately, a spank on the ass, a grab to the crotch, whatever she deems
I
pleasurable.
try not to look harassed.
She says, so brave, so brave. You were walked out onto the bridge.
Now we will be naked under our armor. Yes!
Oh my god, it's not comfortable.
That is not comfortable.
I thought to myself, should have been warned that we will be stripped naked, but
Luckily, I have extra clothes.
The implication should have been there when we were heading to the House of Desire.
No, I had no idea. I had zero idea.
fuck, I only have a winter blanket. Oh no, I have common clothes. Okay.
I have common clothes also.
Okay. You're gonna be naked. Ouch.
You enter.
Also, I don't look at any of you.
I look at everything.
I'm looking away.
I look at Odai and Akarai, and I awaken mind. I use awaken mind to Akarai. He really is your big brother.
I said, yeah, that was obvious, wasn't it?
I try to calm everyone's nerves, and I awaken mind Yualit and say, Odaya, he should be wielding a great maul.
Great.
Odaya is looking hungrily at all the naked bodies.
But for a different reason.
I tell you I tell you via awakened mind. Odaya is wielding a great maul. If you catch my drift.
I look at Kiba straight in the eyes, but
Straight in the eyes.
but not below. I just raise an eyebrow and
My eyes are down there.
I just nod.
You see,
I shrug.
Kiba's not particularly ripped, but lean more lean. The muscles all underneath.
you see Akurai sort of has this strange glint to his eye. And you see small protrusions of the uni horns start coming out ever so slightly from his forehead and his chin. And then he just looks at his brother and says, "This place really reminds me of Mom for some reason. Every time this happens."
From the back, there's no talking, and there's a whip that comes whips straight into your neck.
Damn it.
I feel the pain and I go, ah!
A set of two succubi, two succubi and a Cambion just fly by. As you cross out, you are now entering the bridge, and you see below that there's a room beneath the bridge. The two succubi come in and they just barge into you, barrel straight into you, boom, and pushing you straight off of the side. And as you
Just
begin,
him?
just him. And as you begin to fall, you get caught by several more, and they begin to fly you down into what appears to be a pit right beneath you.
I awaken mind Yualit. I say, God fucking damn it. We got to save his ass.
You have scarcely amount of time to think about this, as in succession each of you, as you fall off, and
As I start to.
you fall for about half a second before you get caught, and you get flown down, and you enter what appears to be referred to as both a feeding room and the pleasure pit. Immediately assaults your senses with a wave of heat emanating from here below the bridge. The bridge connects connects the ends of this wide room.
I begin to sweat profusely, and I look up and I whip my hair back and forth.
Yeah.
Absolutely, getting sweat all over, and
There is no.
my blonde curly hair.
I wipe the sweat that flies.
You fear not. You have to do this. You have to do this repeatedly, as
Oh God.
it's not only Kiba that is currently currently hot, sweaty, and in rapid motion at this very moment. The room itself is deep, a wide space with no windows, save for small arches that line the edge of the walls, just as they meet the ceilings. serving as what limited form of ventilation there is. They barely serve as sources of light, which are provided by dim lamps that hang from the ceiling below the bridge, but several feet below the floor, above the floor. These lamps each have bronze trays above them with a mix of herbs that glow faintly, emitting a sweet and heady scent. The entire room appears bathed in this smell, this sweet and sickening smell that's both intoxicating and disgusting of bodies, naked, sweaty bodies pressed up against each other. The incense smoke visibly trails down the edge of the lamps and down into the room, filled with plush, oversized cushions, thick carpets, tapestries of earthen shades, and several men and women of varying races, all completely stripped, same as you. Save for
Do
the
I recognize anybody?
right now, they have their faces buried in various body parts.
Okay.
You. Okay.
Save for the collars around their neck. The writhing bodies are constantly entwined around each other or have busied themselves with one of the many demons that are clearly enjoying the attention. With several mortals surrounding any one demon at any one time. And you begin to see the nature of this room. You see a side
really bad here.
and good at the same time.
It smells like a gorilla pit.
I started to feel dizzy from all the conflicting.
Saturated in pheromones.
We're just
yeah.
hungry.
There is sex and blood as far as the eye can see. Where there are in any location that is not occupied by individuals currently engaged in sexual activity, it is demons and various vampiric creatures feasting upon the inhabitants, the slaves, you guys. You are led and then chained to the side of the room, whereupon several succubi descend, and then they begin to giggle amongst themselves and whisper things in abyssal, but letting the occasional common word drop for your benefit. New meat is often appears to be what key among them.
Chris is hungry now.
Indeed. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Perfect. 9.
16.
4.
20. Okay. With the Diet Twins, it appears to smell like a kitchen before dinner time, and it's just they hear a rumbling in their stomachs simultaneously. But to the two of you, you begin to sort of succumb to the incense in this room. And you can't seem to find, you become sort of disoriented.
Do I still see everyone?
Yeah,
For
you do.
the review?
You see everyone and they're just sort of waving back and forth, and your vision is starting to blur a little bit, and you feel, in you it would, I guess, it would ignite a sort of spark that you have not felt for quite some time, given your the nature and length of your jaded existence, and indeed it awakens sort of a desire to give in to what the system has to be offered.
No, I want to get in on that.
No, I want to get into freaky shit.
Until you take a short rest outside of this domain, this particular room with the incense. Your mental saving throws are at a disadvantage.
Fucking shit.
Great.
Perfect. Mental saving throws.
Luckily, with the exception of intellect,
I am proficient in mental saving
Oh yeah,
throws.
you get what
You heard that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too actually.
Embrace the curse.
Me too. I'm proficient in wisdom and charisma saving throws.
Let's jinx the shit.
Might as well. Fucking.
Nothing but ones.
1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Wait, Monomark did roll 5 consecutive 20s, so
I get raped.
Oh my god.
hardcore. You get pegged.
Indeed,
I cover my face and I try to steady myself. However,
several of the succubi that have come up to you enjoy toying with you, just merely indulging in kissing and applying their mouths where you would not necessarily be comfortable with them.
did I bathe?
I bathe every day.
We have not bathed in a while. But it doesn't appear to matter much to the succubi. The mere act of it giving them pleasure.
I wanted to,
Are you like
no, me,
if
me,
someone licks you?
me,
As a succubi licks, Dai tries to lick the succubi back, but not in the same context.
I just remember a cat cleaning itself. I think, oh, they're cleaning. Good.
It's a bat.
I drunkenly tell you, the both of you, just play along.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and make wisdom saving throws for the succubi's pleasures.
Well, all of us?
Yeah.
Fuck, and at a disadvantage?
Alright, let's see. Okay, that's enough for one.
So I don't make him wisdom.
I gotta get it lower than
What is
that.
wisdom?
You're pretty good at that.
I got a 7 maximum.
5, 9,
Guess what?
10, 11, 12, 14?
20.
14?
14. Okay. All right.
How are the
After
idiots pulling through this?
The succubi pull away to see what sort of effect they've had, and the Udaia twins are just like
I dropped to my knees, dry heaving. heavy and heaving.
Indeed, as the succubi pulls away, your head goes along with her as you're trying to maintain the kiss for a little longer, and she finally pulls back and drops you.
I drunkenly awaken mine to Yuvalith. I'm not gonna last. It's up to you now.
Did
I leave them to you.
wait, did I pass? Okay, so I raise an eyebrow at the. I am
You've
holding
never
my
had
hand.
so many tongues.
I know. I stare daggers at Kiba and
I shake my head. I'm just.
Akarai thinks
I am
no.
not doing well.
I just nod and try to focus.
In
on
Akarai's
the-
mind, he's thinking to himself, this would be a really good time for that staff of tentacles. So that
I look at the twins and I hold up a thumbs up sign.
And they just like,
I think to myself, to be blissfully ignorant.
indeed. You
I pull Kiba up and
nothing much matters to
you
him.
spend you spend the next hour here with
when is that agent call? I'm thinking to myself, when is
every
When
new
is that agent arriving? When is that agent arriving?
you spend an hour here with each sexual assault of succubi, and it does not even include just succubi, as driders, even driders and harpies begin to take part. Even though you know that driders and harpies are not vampiric in nature, they just appear to be indulging in the pleasure of it. And each assault seems to last an eternity until finally one succubi in particular walks up, completely naked as well, seemingly Shomori in heritage, given that given the shape of her eyes and her facial features. She is covered in blood here's what she appears to be.
I thought the curse to Akarai at this point, their mouths don't taste like their meat.
No, they don't at all. It's a little slimy. It's like the part that you wouldn't necessarily.
I think to myself, oh, this is how I die.
Death by snoo snoo.
This is how I die. I was once a hero.
I just think to myself, not here. Please not. My lady, please not here.
I'll suffer the night.
Anywhere but here.
Even just outside the room. Just
outside the room will be fine.
She approaches, and as she comes up at a time that you had just that others had just finished with you. At this point, you have several bites as well. Some have drained you, but merely for the pleasure of the taste rather than for actual draining of vitality. And
So
she comes up and she dances lively and sexily in front of you, and she says, "Are you
just sigh.
having fun?" She says, "Are you having fun?"
I say, time of my life, my lady. As I, in between heavy breaths.
She says, "It appears so, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut your fun a little bit short because it's time to go." She says, "I am Kalira."
I look at Kiba.
Am I standing up? Or
You
I
are
stand up?
You're kneeling with your arms chained up to the back wall, and you are and you're sort of held in that position. So you can look up, you can stand up if you wish.
I stand up and I go next to her ear, and to feign being part of this whole orgy of
Orgy. It becomes quite difficult to just feign it.
Lay alone.
As you come into her ear and then just sort of an intoxicating smell.
I bite her ear and
She squeals and giggles.
I bite her ear and
I raise my eyebrows
and
at
Kiba. In my bedroom, my sexiest bedroom voice,
Okay.
I ask, may I ask your real name, my lady?
She says, "Why, that is Asaka Humi."
Inside. Do I see her or?
Sakahumi.
Okay.
So we're whispering to each other.
I awaken mine to Yuvaleth. That's the one.
I see.
Can I insight check
Go ahead.
Kalira and
I see him biting, and it occurs to both of us that it might be feeding time.
Yeah.
22?
Nice.
22?
32. She, given her appearance, given her the nature of her, of the information that you've been given, you have no reason to believe that she might not be.
I awaken mind her.
I nod.
I awaken mind Kalira and
Oh, invasive! I love it.
I say, as much fun as I'm having right now, I believe we have a mission here.
Indeed, you do. So I shall be taking you from here, she says, and she goes up, she flutters up to the chains, to your chains. You're currently standing, right? So she currently has her chest right before you as she's working on the chains. And she seemingly allows her blood to sort of drip on the top of your head. And one by one she pulls you from the chains, but still chained together. And
These are the same chains we were chained with by Misako.
correct.
Okay, I think these are the duds.
Yeah.
I-
She brings you along, and she says, "Do you see any rooms? Do you see any doors from here?"
Do I?
Do we?
You turn and you see that the only two entrances inside of the room appear to be up on the bridge, on either side. And this bridge is about 30 feet up, almost. There's just lamps hanging down. And she says, the pit was not meant to be a location that you were allowed to leave if you do not have the power of flight or climbing. We will have to find an alternate direction, she says. Now, if you don't mind, this will give us a little bit more freedom, she says. She pulls out a ring. From sort of a pocket dimension, and she slips.
Okay, thank God.
She slips it on. She pulls out a ring out of one of your pocket dimensions. No.
and some beads.
Oh my God!
Oh dear!
Don't put your finger there. No, put your finger there.
She pulls out ball bearings.
She takes the ring and she puts it on with the head of the ring basically on her palm. and as she holds it, it begins to glow hot. And you can see that that it appears to be a symbol of sorts, a sort of a representation, like what you would note from like a house, a sort of house. And she says, this will sting a little bit, and it might be a little bit permanent until you can figure out a way to get rid of it, but it will mark you as mine. And once you're mine, you will have a little bit of freedom to move about in this pit. Now, my mother keeps. She normally just merely flies down from the upper level. She points to one of the doors, the opposite door from which you came in.
I awaken mind her. Better make it quick. She knows us.
You have gathered her attention.
I sort of shocked her.
Okay. In that case, we ought to stay put just for a little bit. My mother is scheduled to leave to meet with Lahashiel at the House of Entropy. It is this particular moment that I've been waiting for. And indeed, as you speak, you see she just sort of pushes you up against the wall, just casually draping herself next
across
to
across us.
Okay, across you, closely to you, Wayla, just sort of favoring her. Sort of smearing her blood all over the side of Yuela's face.
There's that traumatized expression on your face. The blood gets smeared.
And you see Felix's Queen of Desire, as you previously recalled.
I remember her.
She is walking across. She walks across the bridge, and to meet one of these red armored soldiers that you had met previously.
Yeah.
They meet at the center of the bridge, and she says, Thalira says, one of her lieutenants, probably something to do with the ongoing assault on the palace. They speak rather heatedly to each other.
In the vessel?
No, they're way above.
Okay.
The lieutenant and Felixis.
Felixis.
They speak to each other. It seems that the soldier is trying to appease her in some sort, with hands up and his arms are not drawn or anything. And he appears to be backing up a little bit. But Felixis watches with a distinct calmness, and she appears to sort of polish the nail of the tip of her pinky. And she draws her pinky quickly across the throat of the helmeted individual, and it cuts clean across him, even slicing the helm in half. And as it splits apart, and he sort of struggles, he brings himself to try and brace himself on the side of the bridge, but instead ends up falling over. And as he falls into the pit, he is descended upon by a swarm of hungry succubi and vampires. And
I awaken mind to you, admittedly, that was pretty hot.
That was?
it's pretty hot.
Admittedly, that was pretty hot.
I just say.
Strong women, I swear.
I just muttered to him, you're playing along a little too well.
Yeah. He is still straight up into it.
Strong women, I swear.
Strong women, I swear.
Thalira says, the ones that she has extreme displeasure with are particularly tasty, for some particular reason. Perhaps mostly the warriors. She says that she begins to lick some of the blood currently on her hands, and after that, Vilixis takes flight. She takes one swoop of the pleasure pit, and Thalira says, "Duck your heads."
I do so.
And she flies everyone, and she said, and Vilixis merely calls out, "Enjoy, my lovelies. I will be back." And she flies up to the same entrance that you had entered, and she disappears from you. Thalira says, "It would have been a shame to have been discovered so early. It is good that you had warned me beforehand that she knew your
Oh,
face.
she's a hard woman. She's a hard woman to forget.
I hope you did not make some sort of impression, though that can be particularly difficult to shake."
Did you? I then begin to quote in a very in his voice. "Well, you can take your offer and shove it up your shoot."
that will be difficult to shake.
I hit it twice. She enjoyed it actually.
And you also told her to shove it up her.
I told her to go fuck herself also.
Which I think she probably
Then
does.
I called her back because it was a battle.
Let's pray that we are successful in our endeavor, as she will make sure to make you eat your words, among other things.
At this point, I say, maybe she means the dangly bits.
I've eaten.
Yes, I think we were
I've been
pretty.
eaten quite enough today.
I think we're pretty clear on the dangling bits. Akaray.
As her symbol begins to glow, and she reaches up with her delicate fingers, and the vicious claws begin to come from them, and she reaches for your manacles,
For mine?
your manacles, and she just rips them off.
For you.
And she says, "My brand. Normally I wouldn't ask, but we're on business, not pleasure. Where would you like it?"
Left shoulder.
And she places a hand onto it and begins to sizzle, and you smell the smoked flesh, and her brand is placed upon you. And one by one, she goes to you and she rips your manacles off, and she says, "Duds." And she asks, "Where would you like it?"
Nick.
Okay. She puts it right in the back of your neck. She says, "Oh, you're an array of color. Preferably something that someplace I would is visible,
Oh, it needs to be visible?
or you're naked, so everywhere's visible."
But like my name.
Left
Okay.
butt cheek.
I raised my clawed hand. I'm just like, I trace the line. I trace the space under my right eye.
Oh, okay. All right. She says, "That's normally where I would place it, or on the eye itself if I'm feeling good." And she places on, and it sizzles, it burns away, it singes away some of the hair there, and it's sort of a beauty mark.
It's a beauty mark for him.
Yeah.
Because I'm so ugly, anything's an improvement.
Yeah. It's just
Unless you're clean.
I guess we're brothers on the other side. So he gets it on the other side. So you have matching mirrored beauty marks, and really with all of the scarring, the hair, the leathery skin, and all of the tattoos. The small, artfully carved, artfully arrayed standard of Athelira appears to it adds aesthetic rather than removes from where you're concerned.
I've never had a tattoo.
Never had a tattoo.
You do,
That's so cool.
You do see that on both of us there are various marks. There are various marks and tattoos that cover our bodies.
So-
I compare the beauty mark on your cheek to the tattoos on our bodies.
I asked Hilira, does it need to be visible? Would it be easier for us if
Indeed, you can drape your hair. to the
I
side.
guess I tie my hair or something.
She says, "Now, I recently learned of a secret entrance to this locale.
Secret tunnel.
And it should lead to the floor above. I'm informed that the entrance is somewhere here on the floor, and that if we could possibly find it, or perhaps take the information from one of the demons that knows."
The secret entrance to this pit?
Yes, it leads from here up into the throne room, and the throne room will be next to the balcony.
And where Injustice is?
On the balcony.
On the balcony.
Our gear?
I have it with me in the same pocket dimension that I had the ring.
I raise my eyebrow. I mean,
She says,
there is nothing. I raise my eyebrow very high.
she says, "In a pocket dimension, my lad. Okay. Though
Forgive him, he is still...
though if you were feeling so inclined, such can be arranged."
Maybe later.
I immediately
He's so...
just say, you might like Balder.
Or in the next 15 years, I'm mourning.
I'm currently mourning. This is inappropriate.
She says, once we locate and enter the secret passage, I can provide them to you."
Alright. How do we go about the secret passage? Will this brand
allow us to walk about.
Huh?
Indeed, it will. It will mark you as one of my personal favorites. Now there is. I know only of two other individuals that have walked the secret path before. One of Mother's favorites. One of my brothers and one of my sisters.
I asked Incubus.
One is an incubus and the other is a succubus. Now I'm not entirely sure how we will be extracting the information from them. I suspect that
Are they? I asked. Your mother's favorite, so they're branded. They're branded by your mother. Because they're her favorites, right?
the brands are for the slaves. Favorites of mine.
Oh, okay. They're
My favorite. Your brands indicate your allegiance to me.
okay.
It's magical.
No, it merely marks you differently from the others.
I just take a mental note, but if you want to take it off, I can just cut my cheese.
So I asked. So those two know. Wait, again, those two know where the secret entrance is, or they've walked through the secret entrance?
They know of its location.
Its location, okay.
I just say, small creatures always talk when you try to eat them alive.
I ask.
Are they here now?
Yeah.
They are here indeed now.
Would they
Lead
be?
the way.
Would they be?
If you have I can point the way to you if you have a course of action.
I say. I turn to give mind magic.
I have none of those.
I have one.
We'll use that. Better than me trying to convince them out of it.
Seduction!
I
As
say,
much as I would enjoy it, it's
it's fine. It gets hot if we close the. I mean, it gets stuffy. So, are you fine?
No, I was waiting for you because the water tends to come in when it's hot.
Oh, it's fine
No,
for
it's fine.
now. It's okay.
I
So,
say, as much as I enjoy this place, I want out. I want out.
I say,
It's difficult. You have to chant it to yourself to believe.
I want out. Right. Yeah, I grab his shoulder. Yes, me too.
Don't
Right.
touch me!
I'm sensitive right now.
No touching!
Don't touch me, I'm chased!
Don't. I just don't want to die here. Let's make her.
It goes for both of us. Let's go use that magic, goddammit.
What,
My lady Felira, please lead the way.
Do you require anything for your magic?
Huh? Oh, fucker! That's cute. I don't
Holy
know.
symbol.
No. Wait.
I can shock them.
Motherfucker.
I am Eldritch Blast.
I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the
No,
into that.
it's only verbal.
Okay, excellent.
It's only
So
verbal.
you still have it.
Yes.
What is this?
Yes. Chaos.
Fuck. It's a minute cast.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
how,
see.
how does this work?
I say. I need a minute too. I need.
It's gonna be a long minute, but
God damn it.
I need one. I don't need my holy symbol, but I need 1 minute. And if it works, we'll have him or her for 30
I look you
days.
straight in the eye and I say, you owe me.
Before what?
He's about
For this 1 fucking minute.
I actually smile a little bit. And, I say.
You and your Raven Queen owe me for this 1 minute.
I say. Name your price.
they're freaking the shit out. We're just like, whoo!
what's going on?
We're totally agitated and freaked out right now. I start to pat him.
Don't touch me.
And I say, I humbly thank you for your service and your sacrifice.
At least guide me.
Wait, let me check if guidance needs. And man, we get to see Kiba in action.
Both of you guys are so agitated and we're just like, whoo, whoo.
No, I can guide you. I say, I just need 1 minute and we'll have him or her for 30 days.
Alright, let's try this out.
At this point, I'd wait. For guidance, she has to touch you.
I have to touch you for guidance, but not provocatively. I just
Flick my ear.
I flick his ear and I can.
You still feel kind of thrilled.
No. If he'd have slapped me, that would have been different.
I guess I just pat the head, to the hair, the least sensitive part. So, Hey, you're not the only one, Shredder, who's feeling strange right now. So
We're just completely fucked.
To be fair, you will. You can compete with the succubi. And I heard up and down. But I'm mourning, so
I fold my arms across my chest. Thank you. I say sarcastically.
Alright. Pelira,
Wait,
incredibly amused with all of you.
Kiba, what exactly do we request from? Aside from information about the secret passage,
well,
course of activity.
let's take this one step at a time first. We don't know what's gonna happen next.
Okay, so secret tunnel.
Oh, it's never worked. My
Now
favorite
is-
phrase.
I look at my brother and whisper, now is the best time for Monster of its own. Bow chico wow.
You know my favorite phrase is, we'll wing it.
Okay. So,
Okay.
And I ask Telera, I need some pointers. How do you approach a pair of polyamorous succubi and
Perhaps we
incubi?
can we only approach one so that we don't the other one doesn't see.
If we could separate them.
I think it might
that can be arranged.
I'm straight.
Oh, you should not have told me this.
She's
This is then it appears only the incubus is only the incubus is available.
It's Akiba. Oh, okay.
son of a...
She says, "Oh,
Are you prepared to take
she
it?
says, don't worry.
Oh God.
I suppose we should then proceed to my succubi sister.
Yes, please. That would be appreciated.
I was about to say...
Damn!
As completely delicious as it would be to see you in action with my brother.
I awaken mine to you that I was a common rider. And
Now we.
I've never done any sort of mission that would degrade my modesty like this.
I say, Agents of Guile didn't know we'd have to go
Get
this
molested.
far.
I just... What?
Okay. So for all you yaoi fanfiction writers, you can say that we took the other path.
Yeah.
Why is it always your character?
I don't know.
For your
Bastion.
Damn it! And this is going to be the
Bastion?
first time that
No,
someone
not with
actually
yaoi,
took it.
but
Yeah.
somehow getting molested all the time.
Yeah.
At least this time, it's not just me.
but instead, she begins to walk you in the direction.
I say, we need them separate. We need them to be
Hopefully
separate.
out of earshot.
I can.
I need 1 minute.
She flies up a little bit and she whistles.
Oh wait. If the spell fails, what do we do?
We fight our way out, and can we fight? No, we can't. The mother might come back.
She one of her demons, not particularly live, a humanoid looking one. A monstrous looking demon reports her. She whispers in its ear and she sends it on its way. Kalira comes down and she says, my demons will arrange a little bit of a distraction for my brother, and my sister will be left a little bit vulnerable.
I say, you two cover her.
At this
Maybe
point,
literally? I don't know.
At
He
this point,
says,
no.
Thilir says, I will, I can mask your casting if that's what needs.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
at this point, I kind of
He
slap my
says,
forehead.
I suppose the three of you should be a little bit distracting over there. She says, if you'll allow me.
At this point, I raise a finger and say, actually, Mother taught me a trick. If you have an object from the secret passageway, if what Mother taught me was correct, and there is a wicked, and it is something of wicked origin, I might be able to figure out where.
If it's something of what?
From the passageway? She has not passed the passageway before.
No, yeah, but I have grim psychometry. I can see into the history. I can see into the history of a wicked item.
Okay.
If it has anything to do with wickedness, it depends on the DM how much I can see, but I can.
Oh, okay, why don't you read that ability out for me?
Sure.
So that in case we can use it.
While you're reading that, I will go take a piss.
Go.
You heard?
Yeah, you heard YouTube.
You can take 10 minutes to meditate on an object and discern the vague details regarding any lingering evil or wicked past surrounding it. Make a wisdom ability check. Based on the result, the DM may reveal obscure information about dark events that may have previously surrounded the object or hints towards sinister purpose.
Oh. Okay. No, it doesn't sound like a locate area spell. Like you would be able to know about the passageway or events that happen in the passageway, but not necessarily where the passageway is.
I love how in this entire part, it's just the two of us.
I know. Why do the idiots always swing the?
Check.
They always breeze through all the with saves and run.
Super easy. As you just said, we're idiots. That is both our greatest strength and our weakness. We're idiots.
Welcome to the House of Desire.
Say ding 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 ding. See, this would have been very different if this were the House of Gluttony. If this were the House of Gluttony, me and him would be the ones picking up. So much to eat!
So tasty.
You can pause again.
Oh, we're waiting for.
That's the same kind of music I listen to all the time.